Hello everyone, this is Lynn Hamilton. Today I'm going to talk about rehabilitation. Something that I think everyone should know because it's a little tricky being rehabilitated. I think it really depends on the person. And I think that the person should definitely not depend on the system to do it. But we're going to start with the basic ideal of rehabilitation through imprisonment is that a person who has been incarcerated will never want to be sent back to prison after they have been set free, of course, but not always the case. Prison is also designed to leave such a lasting impression that a former prisoner would do whatever it takes to avoid a second term. Well, we always hope for that. Unfortunately, research has consistently shown that time spent in prison does not successfully rehabilitate most inmates, and the majority of criminals return to a life of crime almost immediately. Most prisoners will actually learn new and better ways to commit crimes, while they're locked up. They also make connections and become more deeply involved in the criminal world. Rehabilitation of prisoners is an extremely difficult process. Inmates are segregated from the general public and forced to live in a society with people for whom crime is a way of life. For some prisoners, time spent behind bars will push them further into a life of crime. But for others, the barrels of prison life and the lessons they learn there are enough to deter them again in the near future. It is said that 2/3 of prisoners reoffend within 3 years of leaving prison. Now, this is the deal. My son, during the time he was in prison for 9 years, he did what I call a self-rehabilitation. He studied in the law library. He got his GED. He kept himself active. So when he got out of prison, he went to the College of Oceaneering and graduated as a well tech. He had his plan all set out for him, and his plan was not to reoffend, commit other crimes, to go back in prison. After he got out of prison, after those 9 years, he said to me, "Mom, you don't have to worry about me anymore." So I really, truly believe, watching him through all of these years, I believe that it depends on the individual to rehabilitate themselves, and I would not depend on the system because they just don't have the time, the manpower, or the finances to do it. Okay, well, that was rehabilitation, everyone, and look for another video next week. Thank you for visiting. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. Please remember to follow us on Facebook at Mothers with SIP and at our website www.motherswithsonsinprison, and also follow us on Instagram, Mothers with Sons in Prison. Thank you.